Whenever there's a new version of a tech item, it seems everyone wants the latest, greatest model. But could you be dismissing the older model too prematurely and missing out on a comparable device at a smaller price point? In the case of the DJI Osmo Pocket 2, I'm going to share with you all the features that keep this older model relevant amongst the competition and also a few aspects that didn't work so well for me. Hi, I'm Kristen. My cruising channel, The Bargain Chasing Tourist, goes over savings hacks and cruise tips, and I wanted to start including a little bit more vlog style content. So I bought the DJI Osmo Pocket 2 to shoot on my most recent cruise about a month and a half ago. I had previously shot exclusively on my iPhone. So here's what I love about this device. What sets the Osmo Pocket 2 apart from the Pocket 3, first and foremost, is the price. So I bought the Creator Combo, which comes with the handle, which goes like this, so it makes it a lot easier to hold, the microphone, and then it comes with two connectors, one for an iPhone and one for an Android. And that was $3.99 plus tax on Amazon. When I was debating whether to buy the Osmo Pocket 3 versus the Pocket 2, the combo I was looking at for the Pocket 3 was $6.99, and the combos just go up from there. So I couldn't really justify that price hike. And one of the really nice benefits about the Creator Combo with the Pocket 2 is that the mic is included. And that's really nice because DJI mics are not cheap. The next benefit of the Osmo Pocket 2 is portability. I can carry this entire device in a wristlet. I don't even need a purse. And this is all I need to shoot with unless I want to bring the microphone. So this size makes it so easy to take with you on the go and be ready to shoot at any moment. So you just turn it on like this, it's ready to go, it's ready to shoot. So it's perfect that way. Next, being able to shoot yourself in the frame talking in 16:9 for YouTube with a screen this tiny, it's incredibly convenient. Trying to shoot with a gimbal or a selfie stick and you're trying to get yourself in the frame, it's incredibly bulky for one thing, and the shot is too close. Like nobody wants to watch a video of you talking when you're filming right here. So gimbals and selfie sticks are also, they're not great when you're in a crowd of people, because to try to get yourself in the frame, you risk hitting someone with a selfie stick. So I took the Osmo Pocket 2 all around the cruise ship wherever I went. I documented in all the ports and was able to get myself in the frame as well to document what I was experiencing. The next benefit is, of course, the quality of the video. I shot beautiful beach scenes, and this device made the turquoise water pop, which you may be wondering why I'm not cutting away to those clips right now, which I'll explain in a few minutes, so keep watching. When I shot videos on my iPhone last year in Alaska, I really didn't think the iPhone did Alaska justice, unfortunately. I was immersed in the natural beauty of Alaska, and the videos it didn't capture it. So I'm really looking forward to bringing my Osmo Pocket 2 when I go to Alaska next month. So if you like travel vlogs, if you want to see Alaska, make sure to subscribe so that you get notified when I post those videos. One other thing, there are 3 built-in mics on the DJI Osmo Pocket 2 that pick up sound really well, even with background noise, without having to wear the microphone. Now let's talk about the negatives of the Osmo Pocket 2, which became evident when I shot with this for about 9 days straight. So other reviewers had said that the Pocket 2 did not shoot as well in low lighting as the Pocket 3, and I did not realize how dark my shots would be if I wasn't in direct sunlight. I like to shoot stand-ups with my device on a tripod for intros and outros, and on a cruise, I do this outside. So I like to wait until the sun has moved a little bit to the other side, so I'm not in direct sunlight squinting and also having my face washed out. When I shot with the DJI Osmo Pocket 2, if I wasn't standing directly in front of the device outside, and if I wasn't in direct sunlight, my face was completely in shadow. That was definitely a disappointment. I'm not sure if this would have been corrected if I shot in 4K, so if you know that, please let me know in the comments. So right now I'm shooting on my iPhone with my Ash 1 gimbal, which has a light and it has a natural filter in the app, which just lightens up the shot just a little bit. So I definitely like the quality of my stand-ups on my iPhone better than on the Osmo Pocket 2. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my gimbal last trip, which then, I realized that I wish I had. So when I go to Alaska next month, I'm going to bring both my Osmo accessories and my gimbal, my microphone that goes with my phone. And I didn't want to have to bring both because I love how few accessories you need with the Pocket 2. But it's very overcast in May in Alaska, and I would like to shoot stand-ups like this. So I'm not going to take my chances, and I am going to bring my gimbal. The screen on the Osmo Pocket 2 is really tiny, so it can be hard to determine that you're actually getting what you want in your shot, especially if the sun's in your eyes. I was standing next to a gentleman with the Pocket 3 on the cruise. We were both filming our kids on the carousel, and we both kind of remarked at the same time that we had a very similar device, except the 3 has a much bigger screen, so that's probably really helpful. Finally, the Osmo Pocket 2 does not have internal storage. You have to buy a microscopic mini SD card, which is going to hold all of your files, which proved to be a problem for me. You can download your files to your phone when this is connected to your phone. I tried to do that and it didn't work. I don't know what happened. If you can help me with that again, please let me know in the comments. I was clicking the download icon and nothing happened. So let me tell you my story of why not having internal storage proved to be a problem. I got home from my trip. I hooked up my mini SD card in an adapter to my laptop, and I watched all my videos and looked at all my pictures, which were amazing, and I was really excited about that. I got a notification from my laptop, that one that says, you didn't eject the device before you took it out. And the device wasn't taken out. It was still in the adapter. Unfortunately, it was jammed. I had to use force to take it out. So I don't know if it was when it got jammed or when I pulled it out that it got damaged. And my computer and my Osmo Pocket 2 would no longer recognize the SD card. That was very frustrating, very much in a panic. So I decided to look up online companies that might be able to restore data. I chose the company called WeRecoverData.com. And the reason I chose that one was because they had a local office, and it said they had a lab on site, which I thought was great. I could drive there on my day off, talk to someone, talk about what maybe was wrong and the estimated time frame, and maybe get a price estimate. And so long story short, that's not what happened. And this video is not to bash this company. I'm just giving you the facts of my experience and how, unfortunately, my experience is the complete opposite of their claims on their websites. So I drove to the place that was supposedly the on-site lab. It was not. It was in a high-rise office building. It was just an unmarked desk. In fact, the company isn't even in the directory for the building. There was no signage. A woman, took my SD card. I didn't get any explanation. She said it does have to go out. It gets sent out of state. When they determine what's going to go on, they'll let you know. So I waited at home. That was on a Friday. By a Wednesday, the next Wednesday, when I hadn't heard anything, I sent a message through their portal that did they receive it. So it took me initiating contact to get a response, and I did get a response the next day. I want to say it was like over 24 hours later because it was the next night. And by the way, like you do have to pay up front for these companies, not the whole amount, but you do have to pay something for them to accept your case. So I did pay $95. So finally they gave me the quote, which was another punch to the gut because it was over $3,000 to have this replaced in 6 weeks. And I'm not familiar with any of this data recovery. So if you know and can tell me that this is on point and this is accurate, please let me know in the comments. The only comparison I had was there was another company that did everything for a flat fee of $300. So that was what was in my head for what was the possibility. So when I got a quote for over $3,000, And then I think it was like 3,600. If I wanted the files returned in 2 weeks, it would be over 8,000. So I declined. I just said, I'm not going to go forward. Please just send me my media back. Then they, kept responding with, well, we'll give you a payment plan. Well, we'll give you the economy option. And it took multiple portal messages from me and a phone call to say, please just send me my data back. And they responded saying, well, that'll be another $37 to ship it. And I responded, well, why? Because it's like I said, it's a couple centimeters long. I thought the lab was one state over, and maybe it's not. Maybe it's actually in a foreign country. I don't know. That's where I am kind of in limbo, waiting to get my device back. This video is not to trash this company, but it is to say that, I was kind of taken aback because none of their claims about turnaround time or estimated wait time for, getting your media back was accurate. The reason why this is so sad is not just for YouTube videos, which of course I was going to use them for my YouTube videos, but this was the first vacation that, my family as this group had taken since before COVID. I hadn't traveled with all the other family members. And so this was sentimental to me. I had videos of, all of us just having a great time. My family members had asked me to edit a video just for them of just the family stuff. That's just, my ignorance on the tech and the recovery process. I didn't know that these accessories were that vulnerable to being damaged that easily. I didn't know that my mistake would be to the tune of $8,000. So this is a real life account of the DJI Osmo Pocket 2 and all of its pros and cons. I will be taking my Osmo Pocket 2 with me to Alaska next month, and I'm going to do everything in my power not to repeat losing my videos. So if you like on-location travel content, please subscribe so you can watch those videos. I'm Kristen. My channel is The Bargain Chasing Tourist. And thank you so much for watching my video.